everyone. I hope you're very well. My name is Judith and I am Director of Marketing at Cascadia Author Services. Today we're going to talk about your book cover. If you're already designing your book cover, have fun with it because it's one of the most creative parts of the publishing process. And today I hope you'll find this information helpful. Let's start by analyzing the different parts of a book cover. I have a non-fiction book here by Tom Hiller, The Well-Spoken Thesaurus. So this is his front cover. It's a very colorful one. He has a couple of illustrations there going on. It's very creative. I personally like it. I like how the colors work together, and it's very vivid and attractive. Like, it calls you to grab the book and find out what he's talking about. Normally, what you include in the front cover is the name of the title, the title, the subtitle, the name of the author, and a couple of other elements if you consider them necessary. Many people include, of course, a visual and an attractive image about their book. And then you have the back cover that includes information about the author, some of the reviews, and the summary of the book. When you're buying a book online, this is the information that you will find on the other sections, like about the author, and when you start looking at all the reviews, etc. So it works in a similar way online and offline, but here you have the advantage that you can put it in a printed way and with a nice illustration, and you can control the overall design of what you're offering to your public. As you can see here, he mastered the use of the color across the whole cover. So also the shoulder has that nice combination, and it's including the title and the subtitle and the icon with the publisher. So I personally like how he used that same person here. Like, instead of including a traditional picture of the author, he included like an avatar, so to say. So it's very creative. And those are the three parts, front cover, back cover, and shoulder. And here we have another example of a fiction book. Front cover, it's very simple. It includes the title and the author. And on the back cover, they have the two columns going on, which I find very nice, very elegant. And they also included some of the comments from the reviewers, which are very useful because they add credibility to your book. And I like how they divided this first section with another color. Some people ask me if they should include the price on the back cover next to the barcode, but sometimes that limits your flexibility. If you're going to run a promotion, then you have to change the whole design of the cover in order to change the price, right? So in that case, it works best if you don't include the price and just include it on the catalog or online. And when designing your shoulder, you want to make sure that it reads the right way up, so it's not upside down. Okay, so those were two examples just to illustrate the parts of a book cover, the three parts of a book cover, and what their function is. As I said before, the front cover will grab the attention. You don't need to include a lot of information. It has to be simple and powerful. The back cover, that gives you the opportunity to include more information, like the book summary and information about the author. And the shoulder is going to be very visible to people most of the time because it's when they have their books stored on the shelf. Okay? Now, an overall consideration, an important one, is that you keep in mind what's your color scheme. If you have that on your website, if you want to keep the same type of font, your business cards, your image, like your social media, if you have a cohesive image and style across all of your media, that's going to maximize your investment because you're going to communicate just one visual message, and it's going to maximize your impact. If you have different styles on different digital assets, then you are not making the best use of your investment. So it's better to be cohesive and powerful and focused on your key message, your key colors and your fonts and your tone. Okay. To give you an example, here we have this series. It's a series that presents the same style and it has the same type of font, the same type of visual elements, and it's done like that with excellence throughout the three books. They are all in matte as well, the same materials, and also the shoulders are aligned. So that was a good execution from an author, and also this is an example of a glossy cover. It depends on your type of book and what the genre is using sometimes, and also what your potential readers expect. I personally like both matte and glossy covers. It depends on the use case. Okay, good. So those are the overall considerations for the book covers. Now, when it comes to the design process, you want to work on three different concepts. I recommend that the first one is something that you came up with from your own imagination, and that it doesn't have any limits. You really give yourself the opportunity to express what you would like to see on the cover. And when I say concept, it's just a description of the overall idea. You don't have to design the whole thing, right? And you want to include that information in a design brief, which is normally a document that we use to communicate with the designer or the artist that is going to be producing your cover. The second concept could probably be an inspiration coming from your genre, from the industry. You can go out and do some scouting and see what's going on, what's working well, what the bestsellers are doing, and include that as inspiration for your designer. As a second concept, as I said before, it's just comments, examples, pictures. You don't have to design anything yourself. And then the third one could be a concept that is produced by your designer or your artist by himself or herself. And you want to use that one as a suggestion that you may consider. I recommend to keep your mind open to receiving suggestions and ideas from other people, because that enriches the process. Even if you already have something very clear in mind, it helps also to listen to what others have to say, because you sometimes find very valuable ideas in what they're suggesting. Okay, and overall, just have fun, enjoy, and invest the time and effort, because it's going to pay off. Like, your cover is so important, really. I can't stress that enough. Invest the time and effort, and be confident and get published. I'll talk to you soon.